Good morning. It's not Tuesday morning, it's actually Saturday morning, and I happen to have today off because it is supposed to be stormy today, and my husband's out of town, so I wanted to make sure that I was here for the babies. The big babies. Are you a big baby? What do we have? You want to show everybody what we got? Yeah?
Oh, here I am with my little strawberries that I got. I bought these at Home Base and I got 2 6-packs, but I made sure to pick the ones that had as many extra runners on them as possible. That piece of plant in my hand is a runner. So basically, the strawberry will produce a longer stem that has the ability to root in the ground and grow a new plant from those roots, effectively cloning itself. I picked the 2 packs that had the most runners coming off of them because they're basically free strawberry plants, which is a cool little tip to cheat the system. I paid for 12 plants, but I got 15 in total. Now, the leaves also have a little bit of discoloration on them, which I'm thinking is just the fact that we have hard water where I live in Texas, and these plants probably got overhead watering at the store. Hard water is just a heavier mineral content that makes the water cloudy, and there is white residue when it dries on surfaces like glass or leaves in this case. So I just filled all of these up and added some plant food to the soil with some straw on top into the planter that I moved from the front porch to the backyard. I had strawberry crowns in there from Walmart earlier, but only one grew any leaves before a late frost came and killed it. I feel it was just a loss I was going to have to take and went out and bought plants that I knew were alive. Now, I filmed all of this in April of 2026, and the weather was nice and cool outside. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but I'm also wearing flip-flops, so it's nice and sunny, so it's warm, but there's a nice cool breeze outside. Perfect weather for gardening and listening to music or an audiobook. I've been working on reading more this year, and audiobooks have been a great way for me to multitask while doing chores in and around the garden. I would have been listening to Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer around this time, and I absolutely loved the whole book, but I think about her chapter on the gift of strawberries when I watch this. I was really looking forward to these strawberries come June, and they did not disappoint. The berries were tiny and they weren't a lot this year, but I was very thankful for everything that I got to eat early in the morning, fresh off the vine.
My little strawberry patch. Didn't she look pretty? And now I'm just going to water it all in. I've also got some things that I need to put into my compost bin. I need to what do I need to do for this? I need to turn this and add some water to it because you need water in order to get the good bacteria. I watched a whole video on compost the other day and realized that just adding this to a pile and hoping that it'll break down is really not what's going to happen. So you actually have to get in there with a spade of some kind. And this is just green lettuce that started to look bad. My husband was like, I bought this, but I don't want it. It looks bad. So I was like, put it in the compost. I've been taking scraps from my restaurant as well. So that's why there's a whole bunch of green onions and cilantro everywhere. And just regular kitchen scraps. I had I had to get creative with the chicken wire or the goose wire. And the potatoes are not shooting up any sprouts as of yet. It looks like there's some sort of disturbance. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I take that back. That's a potato. That's grass. That's grass. That's a potato. Oh my god. See, this is what happens when you go out into your garden every day. You get to see new things every single day. I'm so excited. God, I hope I get good potatoes this year, because if I do, then I'm going to be growing potatoes. Oh, look, there's another grass shoot right there and right there, but that's okay. But I've got a potato. I've got a potato leaf. I'm so excited.
Oh, look, it's my little hat. I bought that specifically for gardening. It has a nice wide brim, so it keeps my shoulders covered when the sun is overhead. And I look so stupid in that hat, but I love it so much. I tried to do a little soaking the seeds experiment with several different types of seeds, mostly nasturtiums. I had some peas in there, and I had some butterfly pea seeds in there as well. And I figured, since I didn't have much luck with direct sowing and germination, that I would try soaking these seeds for 24 hours before actually planting them in the ground.
And 24 hours later, the nasturtium seeds don't really look different, but the peas sure do. So I'm gonna get these planted outside today, and that's probably gonna be the only thing that I have time to do, because I have to go into work at noon. But I will get these two up front in the planter basket, and then I'm gonna get the rest of these three are definitely going in the teepee trellis, and then this one is just going to be planted wherever I can find space for it. One's going to go into the actual bed, and then the others I'm just going to see if they'll grow wherever I plant them. Okay. Starting off strong, we have the chamomile, and then there is parsley and lovage in there. I've got some purple basil and other kinds of basil that I have no idea what that is. Got some Alyssum, and look, two of my cosmos. The beast came through and took two of my poblanos, so now I only have the two, but everything else is pretty much still waiting for that to germinate. But these are all of my lovely tomatoes and peppers and tomatillos. And I think they're doing pretty well. I have made April the month of hardening off, so that they get used to being outside. As you can see right now, they get some of that breeze that comes through. They're getting some natural sunlight that really does help them grow. And it's also getting them used to the elements out here slowly. I'm babying them for sure.
This is a pretty early sketch of what I had in mind on how I was going to organize everything in the raised bed. As you can see from the key on the top left-hand side, I have all of the abbreviations for the different things that I wanted to grow. If it had a T next to it, it stood for transplant, and then if it had a DS next to it, it stood for direct sow. And I stuck pretty faithfully to this chart when I did end up planting, but I still think that maybe this was a little a little much. And I think that I could have done things a little bit differently in retrospect. But I wanted to have this ready so that when May came around, I was good to go in planting, because in my zone, which is on the cusp of 7A and 7B, my average last frost date is in mid-April, but we've had snow this far in the year before, so I didn't want to take any chances on putting my seedlings in the ground before I knew we were clear of that frost. However, I did get some direct sowing done, and I was so excited that I made a little graphic so that I would also remember where I planted everything, because it's kind of a surprise when they start popping up. I read in Carrots Love Tomatoes, a companion planting book, that cucumbers, they like radishes. Sow 2 or 3 radish seeds in cucumber hills to protect against cucumber beetles. Do not pull the radishes, but let them grow as long as they will, even blossoming and going to seed. Now, I didn't get a whole lot of pest pressure on the cucumbers themselves. I think I got more pest pressure on those radishes, as you can see from that leaf right there. But I think it's a good idea to try companion planting just to see how things work out. And I didn't have any issues with the cucumbers.
And then the strawberries, I did lose a couple of the runners that I planted, but for the most part, they seem to be doing pretty well. They are perky and lush, and they had that discoloring on their leaves before, and it looks like mineral deposit. Like, we have a lot of hard water here, so I'm really thinking that it's just mineral deposit. I have not gotten any carrots or shallots, so I'm thinking that I just I dug those little furrows a little bit too far down, and they didn't stay wet, and so they struggled. But I am getting grass seed. And then this, I believe, is a pea. These are morning glories, which, if they start lining up this thing, I'm not going to be too mad. But that is a different color of sprout compared to that is a pea. So soaking those peas gave me more germination than just planting them, so that's fine. I also have a box of old lettuce that went bad at work. Sometimes what happens is it comes in not looking great, and so we don't want to serve it to people, and so we get credit from our produce supplier, and oftentimes we just throw it out, but it's a perfect opportunity for compost, so I am going to put that in there. But look at my potatoes! Oh my god, that's the Norland potatoes. And then I even have a couple of little sprouts coming up through there, so oh my goodness, these are just beautiful. And I feel like somebody may have disturbed the dirt, or it could just be they're disturbing their own dirt, because that is another leaf set. So the Norland is doing really well, but the rest of them are taking a little bit of time, and I honestly I got a late plant in them, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of them just died. And then these are the last surviving poblano peppers, as you can see. Oops, maybe not. I feel like these are bite marks because my Korean peppers were all eaten. But fear not. I don't fear anyway. You can do whatever you want, but I've got 1, 2, 3 Korean pepper sprouts coming back up.
And that's the April garden. I spent this whole month preparing some of the infrastructure in the raised bed, like the trellis, And I added some instant gratification by planting out store-bought strawberries. I planted some seeds to get something growing in a bed that I spent a lot of time filling up, and I hardened off my seedlings. It certainly doesn't look picture perfect, but I'm still proud of my progress regardless. I'm finding a rhythm and getting up early in the morning to water and check for sprouts. I'm enjoying the birds singing while Goose inspects a garden coming to life with me. And simply existing in the quiet before the rest of the world wakes up. So with that, be safe, be kind, and I'll see you next time.